Dajjal will have the power over the health services. This is the preparation for the system. And anyone who tries to step out of the mainstream narrative is deemed a conspiracy theorist.
Forward.
Have you ever questioned your existence or asked yourself why we live in such a world where so much destruction and poverty manifests every day? Have you ever wondered what really lies behind the polishes of the media, or why events that appear random but significant, such as 9/11, the economy collapses, and much more, that is regularly happening around the globe?
If some of these questions do pass your mind, then
carry on reading, please. We live in a world that doesn't always make sense. Why do we get sick? Why do we die? Why are so many people homeless or hungry still, in spite of interventions put in place by charities that claims to help? Why is mental illness growing more and more every day? If there was a God, then surely all these bad things wouldn't be happening, right? All these questions can make one feel somewhat overwhelmed at times and then lead them into a frenzy of isolated thought or depression. There is, however, an answer to all these questions, and the answers come when you start researching the truth and connecting the dots in order to see the bigger picture. Once you know the planned outcomes, then events and the emotional implications that follow later, such as the fear, anxiety, isolation, they no longer appear random, but all the scenarios become crystal clear. It's all about perception, what you choose to believe, and these beliefs then aligned with the truth, and the truth will set you free.
human life is an unlocked mystery.
Things that are happening around us are a reflection of our own illusions. The clues are hidden within us. Let's find them.
Introduction.
Since the dawn of time, we have all been told that a devil, Satan, tried taking our status and liberties away, which were given by the Creator himself. According to the devil, all that is not worthy of being given to a creature made from clay. According to the devil, all that's not worthy of being given to a creature made from clay. This statement was made in reference to Adam, peace be upon him, our great grandfather, the first human. From there, the progeny started. Furthermore, to add on to the deception of the enemy, which I will explain in more details as we go along in this book.
Here are some key points that require studying and memorizing for future events and for the safety of one's family.
The important protocols that all cultures / traditions have spoken and taught about. Point number 1. Dajjal means the Antichrist will have the power over the health services. This is the preparation for the system. Point number 2. Yesau or Isa, peace be upon him, was the real Messiah, who has the power over health and illnesses that no one will have and ever had in the history of humanity. Point number 3. They have to make the health services and police as God-like figures. Point number 4. They have to make food and shelter suppliers, such as the energy suppliers, as demigods, and eventually Antichrist and his system will enslave humanity. Point number 5. Antichrist will fashion his army through deception and in a way that will shake the faiths of the believers regardless of their religions. Point number 6. Mankind is racing towards Armageddon or Hermageddon. It's time to be prepared. Point number 7. Deception and fear-mongering are the tools of entrapment of the human intellect. The rituals that are being done by the elite class, such as the politicians, the celebrities, the media moguls, the bankers, etc., are all in it. They do certain satanic rituals. Point number 8. These rituals are done to unleash the negative energies on humanity to completely discombobulate to the levels where right seems wrong and wrong seems right. Point number 9. Discomfort ought to be called something that humans aren't designed to deal with, whilst comfort will be glorified to create love of materialism and hedonism. Point number 10. Society will be divided based on nationalism, race, culture, language, religion, regions, etc. Point number 11. Mankind will be enslaved to their own egos, so that those who have a clean heart will find themselves fighting for their lives, as those with corrupted beliefs will hunt them down as hungry dogs. Point number 12. Humanity will be blindfolded so that they can be turned into zombies. Point number 13. Men will reach the levels of femininity and emancipation. Point number 14. Younger generations will be dumbed down to the levels where they cannot differentiate between garbage and food. Point number 15. Earth's resources will be used to cast political shadows on the nations. Point number 16. Humanity will be encouraged to take part in mass rituals where riots and civil unrest will be created to disrupt the remaining economy. Point number 17. Restrictions will be put to deprive the humans of whoever wishes to raise their heads and try to see the tyranny caused by the governments. Point number 18. Sanctions will be placed on those who wish to follow the true faith. Point number 19. Fear and anger will be used to turn family members and friends against each other. Point number 20. True faith will eventually be reduced to the levels where it can be found in the hearts of the truth seekers and beholders. Point number 21. Bloodbath and mass sacrifices will become a norm. Abortion is a part of it, hence the mainstream media is forcing it to be allowed. These above-mentioned few pointers are placed not in any specific order, but just to notify you as to what to expect in the near future. Each of these points can be expounded further in detail and will eventually require volumes of text and literature to be written. The aim of this project is to indicate the issues that we as conscientious beings are dealing with. And that is the core message of this project. We are going to touch upon some of the aforementioned bullet points, as there are lots of other research papers and lectures out there covering these subjects extensively from various angles. So do please kindly check them out at your own pace. They are mentioned also in all Abrahamic, peace be upon him, theological doctrines. Furthermore, plenty of scholars have spoken about these matters as well, from all sorts of angles. But this book highlights the issues from the theological and factual perspectives simultaneously, and will bring about the facts, along with the explanations and the correlations between the roots and the branches of the trees of knowledge. Knowledge is power.
Atheist.
Let us debate. And so there was light. Something came out into existence. Well, those who don't believe and argue that there is no creator, let us kill this once and for all, as there is always the burning question: if there is a God, why can't we see him? We hear that all the time, and I, for one, is getting quite tired of it. So I am asking you, can you bring something new, hey people, to answer that question? Here are a few answers, or some counter questions to my dumb fellow atheists. Number 1. Show me the proof when you sleep yourself. Yes. I repeat again. Can you show me when you are fast asleep? Get that? No? Let me simplify it for you. No, you cannot use a camera or the testimony of another thing, animate or inanimate object. I mean, you, the atheist, are sovereign, alone, and all-powerful as you are claiming. Then you have to show me when you are sleeping as a proof that you are asleep. Go to sleep, and without waking up, wake up and show the proof. Though you do need to wake up somehow, as you are claiming to know everything that a divine force according to you does not exist. That means that you have the power to do whatever you want. Then you have to prove it during the sleep that you are sleeping.
Have your cake and eat it too?
Another point. So if there was no creator, and the creation came out of nothing, you have to tell us what lies below the oceans, as you are claiming that there is no divine being in existence. This means you know for sure, isn't it? Also, you have to prove with facts and evidence. All the facts, checked numerical data, the amount of bacteria and viruses and the grains of sand are on this planet and others, and in the universe. And no, you cannot claim that science hasn't advanced enough to know it all. Then how can you claim that a divine force isn't creating and maintaining the structure of whatever that may exist, can exist?